Chapter 944. Orin was furious. Shagoo had offended Wilbur, and Mr. Grayson had also spoken up. Mr. Grayson's words were not to be taken lightly. Not everyone could handle his criticism. The door opened at that moment. Shagoo and Quill cautiously walked in. Quill did not dare to look up. He looked at the floor. Shagoo almost peed his pants when he saw the old man at the table. Isn't that the founder of the nation, Benjamin Grayson? He thought. Of course, he recognized Benjamin as an official with a high status. However, he had no chance to meet him. The terrifying old man was sitting next to that young man. The identity and status of the person who gets to sit next to Benjamin was unimaginable. Orin frowned and said, "Speak." Shagoo flinched and said, "I came here to apologize, Mr. Campbell, sir. Mr. Grayson, I made a mistake. I shouldn't have." "Enough." Orin cut him off. What the hell? How dare he mention Mr. Grayson, thought Orin. Shagoo flinched. He did not dare to speak again. He stood there like a statue. "Mr. Penn told me what happened. Someone will contact you when I return. Now, get out. Don't interrupt our meal," said Orin coldly. Shagoo felt that he was done for. His career was over. He pitifully glanced at Orin. Wilbur said, "Go. Don't let the door hit you on the way out." Shagoo cried internally because he knew that he was doomed. Quill mustered his courage to say, "Sir, Mr. Campbell, please forgive me, all right? I came here to invest. I didn't know your relationship to Mr. Campbell." "Invest? I welcome you to invest. But I don't welcome someone like you. Go," Orin commanded coldly. Quill wanted to say something, but two men in black suits dragged them out of the room. Wilbur shook his head and they continued to eat. Their meal ended an hour later. Wilbur said goodbye to them and returned to Sea Lake Island. He sat on the sofa and fell into deep thought. Mr. Grayson seemed to be insinuating something. Is Albert Joman that good? Or could it be that the Department of Paranormal Research and Defense has secrets no one else knew about? He wondered. Suddenly, a voice could be heard outside the door. "Sir, I'm Gertrude Quick. I have something to report to you." Wilbur frowned and said, "Come in." Gertrude opened the door and walked in. She bowed in front of Wilbur. Wilbur looked at the female assassin who tried to kill him back then. He asked nonchalantly, "What is it?" "Someone wants to kill you," replied Gertrude. Wilbur frowned and looked at her, then asked, "Who's trying to kill me?" "The Riverbank Blossoms, the organization that I used to work for," she replied. Wilbur was silent for a moment, then asked slowly, "How did you find out?" A gray spiritual dagger silently appeared behind her. She said, "The Twilight Blade." "Actually, I've been their mole this whole time," she said. Wilbur looked at Gertrude. She looked into his eyes without backing down either.